Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. To help support us, click that like button and make sure to hit subscribe.
War games! War games! Of war games! War games! War games!
We've been waiting a while for this. A pay-per-view in Vancouver after 26 long years. The last pay-per-view that was here in December 1998, when my biggest problem was what snack did mom pack me for kindergarten, was labeled Rock Bottom in Your House, featuring matches like New Age Outlaws versus Bradshaw and Farouk of the APA. Stone Cold sent The Undertaker 6 feet under in a Buried Alive match. And of course, who the pay-per-view was named after, and possibly a legend we could see at War Games in Vancouver this year, with the Bloodline storylines running wild, The Rock was defeated by Mankind for the WWF Championship. Up until recently, we hung on to the fact that we had Monday Night Raw back in 2003, a few weeks ahead of that year's SummerSlam. Raw was at the Pacific Coliseum, which I attended. I remember my dad buying me a Goldberg t-shirt, and my sister got a Trish Stratus bobblehead. Then, what feels like every year after that, all we got in Vancouver was house shows. Announcement would be made. House show in Abbotsford. Announcement would come. House show at the Pacific Coliseum. An announcement. Vancouver getting a show. NXT house show at the Peony Agrodome. Was it cool meeting Charles Robinson, Jinder Mahal, and Drew McIntyre, seeing CM Punk live, and watching the Street Profits' last ever NXT match? Absolutely. And goddamn, it's the best time ever going to a wrestling show with your bros. But TV tapings just hit different.
Finally!
In 2020, Vancouver received a live WWE television taping. SmackDown was coming to Rogers Arena, where Rock Bottom was held 22 years previous. Of course, I bought tickets. I had to go. SmackDown was coming to Vancouver, and on Valentine's Day. Fortunately for me and most of my mid-20s wrestling friends, we are painfully single. One day we will find our Elizabeth to Macho Man.
Oh yeah!
SmackDown wasn't the best show we've ever seen. We saw Sami Zayn play the cowbell, Otis get let down by Randy Rose, a live appearance by Hulk Hogan, and an appearance from one of my favorite wrestling characters of all time, The Fiend, after the cameras turned off. But by God, we got a SmackDown, and that was all that mattered. Now, a few months later, our good friend Coronavirus visited us, and nobody had a show come their way for the better part of a year. There was just one big fan that could attend shows. Once the world opened up, events opened up to the public again. We were happy just to go to a local hockey game, masked up and spaced out. Oh, no, sorry friend with bad breath. We have to be 6 feet and 3 seats apart. I'm so sorry. Again, 2024. Vancouver gets another SmackDown. Another night out with the boys, knowing Vancouver is being showcased to the world on the telly. Another night of drinks, food, and sweaty dudes. Oh, and some wrestling. The show was nothing spectacular. The women's champion Io Sky versus Mia Yim, Kevin Owens versus Santos Escobar, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus Pretty Deadly, yes boy! And a killer #1 contenders match to face Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Championship at the Royal Rumble, which ended in a schmoz, so we saw AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and LA Knight, yeah, all go on to face Roman in a fatal 4-way at the Rumble that year. Even though the show was just a little above average, it's the memories, it's the grandeur of the television, and by God, we got a SmackDown, and that's all that mattered. Fast forward to August 2024. After a bit of speculation, some bold predictions from someone in one of my wrestling group chats, shout out Herman, WWE did it. WWE announced Survivor Series War Games is coming to Vancouver November of this year. A premium live event is coming to Vancouver for the first time in 26 years. 26 6 years later, WWE bringing back a pay-per-view to our city. And not only is it a pay-per-view, it's one of the big four. After years of house shows, multiple trips across North America to catch pay-per-views near and far, I've been to Portland, Los Angeles, San Jose, Brooklyn, Toronto, plane rides, road trips, hotels, Airbnbs. Now, it's Highway 1 between me and a WWE pay-per-view. When the show was announced, friends who don't even watch wrestling messaged me because they know how big of a deal this announcement is. This will bring thousands of fans together, not only in the arena for the show, but watch parties at bars, get-togethers at home, and even people coming in to experience Vancouver from around the world like I've done over the years. Hey, maybe I'll be lucky enough to meet Green Shirt Guy. I'll be waiting by the computer, ready to buy tickets. I hope to go to the show. I'll sit in the rafters if I have to. If I don't, I'll just blame Ticketmaster.